Hi y'all, welcome to another cleaning video. Today we are doing a kitchen deep clean, and I'm also going to clear out and reorganize my cleaning closet right here. So we are just getting started with that right away. I'm just taking every single thing out of here off of the shelf. I'm gonna vacuum really well in here. And I also did a little wipe down on the walls and the floor in here, just like by hand because it's such a small area. And I have no idea where that clip went. I'm so mad. I think I wasn't recording, but I just took a little bit of multi-surface cleaning spray and kind of wiped everything down in here. And I am going to use this shelf that I got so long ago. I did vlog it a while back and I had a totally different idea for it in the garage. And this is what happens when I try to do new projects or new organization things or any fun ideas that I have. I get stuff for it and then I change my mind or I use it for something else or whatever. And that is what happened. I got this like bar cart, old-fashioned kitchen thing on Facebook Marketplace for free. I was planning on using it in the garage to hold toys and stuff for my kids. And I did use it like that for a while, and I just kind of used it for other storage things for a while. But now my kids are not playing in the garage at all, and we have a totally different idea for that in the summer. So I am now going to use this little bar cart or whatever this is. It's not a bar cart. It's like an old-fashioned bar thing for your house. Anyway, I'm going to use it in here because it fits perfectly under this shelf in here that's already in this closet. And I'm going to just use it to organize my cleaning stuff, my mop buckets, and the dog stuff. Those are the two main things that are in this closet. It's like all the stuff for our dogs and all of my cleaning stuff, my vacuum, whatever. So see, it's this thing. It's like an old-fashioned bar cart. There used to be like a wine rack on the bottom. I did take it off. It's easily removable. I just wanted it to be fully open so I could put the big canister that holds the dog food under here without being like obstructed by the little bars that I'm not going to use anyway. And here I am just putting everything on the little shelves, and it's so nice. It actually frees up so much space in here. And I think the one thing I really could add in here is one of those little wall attachment things to hang my mops and my brooms. Like they kind of hang on the wall right here and they snap in and keep it a little bit more organized, but there's enough room on the floor next to this thing that I can kind of just set them there, so it's not a huge deal. So I absolutely love how this turned out, and it leaves that entire top area, that top shelf is completely free and clear now. So I think I'm just going to plan on putting like any extra stuff, paper towels, juice, boxes, extra stuff that can go just in a closet that we get from Sam's, put that up there so it's like near the kitchen if we need a little refill, but it's like fully out of the way. It's perfect. And that is me closing the door, showing you that I can still close it. There's still enough room under that little bar cart for the vacuum to just swoop right in there, and there's still enough room between the bar cart and the door that I can fully close the door. So it just like worked out totally perfect. So after that is all said and done, and I am so pleased with myself there, I am going to move on and start taking down some of our Christmas decorations. Well, all of our Christmas decorations here in the dining room / living room and the kitchen. So we are just starting by taking off all the ornaments and decorations and everything from the tree and taking it all apart. We do have a fake tree, so we could just take it down and pack it up into a box, nice and easy. Maybe one day I'll get a real tree. We did have real trees always in my family growing up. Every single year we got a real tree, but it wasn't until I was an adult I realized how hard that actually is. Like, you actually really have to take care of them like every single day. So I opted for a fake one this year because that is just like so much work. So yeah, I'm just taking everything off. We're gonna pack that away in a box, and because we got a flocked tree, there is fake snow and glitter absolutely everywhere. And my angel of a husband actually just started vacuuming that right up before I could even get to it or film any of it. So he is tackling all that fake snow and glitter, getting that as vacuumed up as it can. I swear I'm going to be cleaning glitter up for probably the next month, even after this deep clean, but whatever. He's going to vacuum that up, and I'm going to start by taking off these bows off of all the kitchen cabinets. I got so many compliments on these bows, you guys. It is so cute, and what I love most about it too is that next year I can just slap them up here. They're also really easy to put together. I just hot glued the bows to this red ribbon and taped them up, but now they're already cut to size. I don't have to measure anything. Next year, it'll be that much quicker. I can just put them right back up, and they look absolutely gorgeous. I feel like my kitchen looks so plain now without them. It's kind of weird. It's kind of making me want to have bows or something on my cabinets all year long. I don't know if I could actually commit to that, but it's just looking so plain and boring in here. I feel like I need something. So we're going to take all of this stuff down and take those ornament stickers off of the window in here as well. I did leave the snowflakes because we are still going to be getting snow here in Wyoming for the next at least 3 months probably. So I left the snowflakes. I thought that was cute, but I did take off the Christmas ornaments, and I took down my little Christmas decorations that I have in my kitchen tray that I always have on my island that always has like seasonal decorations in it with a candle. I took those out as well and just packed everything away into our Christmas totes and got everything back to normal. So after those are all taken down, it is time to get to the cabinets. When I do the kitchen deep clean, I start wiping out all the cabinets, and I'm doing a little bit of clearing out. So this cabinet has all of the sippy cups, baby bottles, chewy, stuff like that. Youngest baby has officially outgrown all of this stuff. He does not care about any of the sippy cups in here. We have one type of sippy cup that he uses right now throughout the day, and then he'll get a bottle right before he takes a nap or right before he goes to bed, and that's it. All of this other stuff I'm going to donate to a local women and children's shelter here in my town. So I'm clearing this all out and I'm going to wipe out the inside of this cabinet. And I do have a fun little idea that I want to do for this cabinet. It was always the idea that I had ever since we moved into this house for what I want to do with this little section right here. And now that I don't have to use it for baby bottles and stuff, we can finally do it. So there might be a little clue right here as to what I'm going to do, but I want to kind of fully save that for a video where I show you guys everything that I do. I feel like January is going to be the month of like deep cleaning and decluttering for me, and then in February and March and stuff we can restart all of the projects that I want to get done, and I'll be showing you guys all of that. But for now I just want to declutter everything and do like a nice deep clean before I bring in new stuff and new ideas. I just feel like I can't fully enjoy stuff or fully think it's like ready if it's not deep cleaned before I like redecorate or reorganize. I don't know if anyone else is like that, but yeah, I just want to get everything fully refreshed in the house, especially after all the cooking and craziness of the holidays. Just getting everything nice and deep clean before we do anything crazy is always a plus. I am just going through all of the stuff, taking out what we are going to keep, like stuff for teething. He's still teething. He just doesn't need like the little baby bottles with like the slow flow nipples and stuff, and certain sippy cups he doesn't need. So I'm just keeping all the things obviously that we're still going to use, and then I'm going to kind of put all of their like medicine and stuff together. This is what happens when you are not organized. Like our medicine cabinet in here is just so crazy that we have like 3 bottles of the same allergy medicine, and we have 2 bottles of the same children's ibuprofen and stuff, because it's all unorganized. We don't see it. We think we're out of it because we can't find it, and we buy more. So now it's all the kids' stuff is consolidated right here in this little clear tray. And then I have like a vitamin and supplement and like medicine drawer in the pantry in here, not anywhere close to where any of my kids can reach it, but it is like convenient for all the stuff that we use most often. It's obviously like flu and cold season right now for us. We are not used to this weather change, and with the weather change in Wyoming also comes like a weird seasonal allergy. So we have like allergy stuff ready to go, and then a bunch of like vitamins for the kids, vitamins for me and my husband, and his pre-workout, all in this one section. It's finally organized. And then I put all those little pouches that were once in the cabinet for some reason instead of in the pantry. I put them on their own little shelf here in the pantry with all the other snacks on this side where the kids' stuff is all together. So now it's all just finally together instead of in 2 separate places in the kitchen. I don't know why I even had it like that in the first place, but whatever. So now I am just going to start scrubbing out this stove. I'm going to start with the top. I'm just going to scrub this out with some Dawn Power Wash, and I'm going to do the same thing to the inside of the stove. I do not always do the inside of the stove once a month. I do everything else in my deep clean once a month, but the inside of the stove I just absolutely dread. But I'm going to power through. I'm going to do it today. We do the inside of the stove, the inside of the trash pullout, and the inside of the microwave. On the deep clean, I do the microwave like before the once a month mark if it's really bad, but I make sure that I do it at least once a month if I forget throughout the month. Basically the same process for all of those, where I scrub everything out with Dawn Power Wash. I wipe it off as best I can, and then I go in with a half water, half vinegar mixture and wipe everything out. After that, I feel like it just gets off any leftover dirt and grease and grime, but it also gets off any soap residue. So you're not like cooking with soap. You know what I mean? Do that process on the stovetop and then inside of the microwave as well. And I would have done the stove in this video, but I had just done it like 5 days before, right before we cooked for Christmas. And I absolutely dread cleaning the inside of the stove. I hate it so much. It is my least favorite cleaning thing. So it is like all I can do to get motivated to do it once a month because I hate it so much. I don't know if anybody else is like that. Like, it's worse than cleaning toilets. It's worse than folding laundry for me. I hate scrubbing out the inside of the stove. So I'm just going to call it good because I did it like December 24th and I don't need to do it again until like, you know, the first week of February. It'll be fine. So I just wanted to get the stovetop and the inside of the microwave cleaned up, and I'm just wiping that out now with some vinegar, and then I'm going to put the microwave plate back in there and move on to the floors. I am kind of doing stuff in a weird order. I'm kind of going to be doing that in all of my deep cleaning videos coming up because my schedule has changed so much with the new baby. He's not really a baby anymore. He's over 1 now, but you know what I mean. Before, when I just had my 1 kid and he was a toddler, he was already like 2 or 3, it was so easy for me to deep clean all in 1 day or all in like just a couple of days because he took 1 really solid nap. His routine was really, really predictable. But now I have 2 kids with completely different sleep schedules. My 1-year-old naps twice a day and is like a little bit unpredictable what time he's going to. And my 4-year-old now doesn't nap at all. And he is not in preschool yet because he has one of those weird birthdays. He's going to be like a year behind everybody basically and be always like the oldest kid in his group. So yeah, he's not starting preschool yet because he just barely turned 4 like 3 months after the school year starts. So yeah, so I have 2 little kids at home and also my youngest who takes 2 naps. They're 2 very, very short naps. Like I'm lucky if he makes it to an hour with each one. And an hour for me is good for like my daily cleaning. But for a deep clean, that just is not enough time. So I was basically just scrambling, doing things like during his nap times that I knew I needed to get done or that I could get done in that time. And then later on in the evening when my husband was home from work, I can do all of the other deep cleaning stuff that takes a really long time and is really hard to do when you have a limited amount of time or when you have kids awake. So after I finished up the microwave, I moved on to the floors. I'm doing a really, really thorough vacuum and I'm going to bust out my O-Cedar spin mop. As you can see, my older kid is awake. He loves to help me mop. He's so cute. And I'm going to go over every single section twice just to get a really, really thorough deep clean. You guys know that I absolutely love my O-Cedar Quick Mop. I think it's really great. I think it actually does a very, very good job at cleaning. But for like the once a month deep clean, I like to get out this big mop with the big microfiber mop head and really, really scrub the floor and go over it a bunch of times until the water is totally clean. Now it is much later on in the day and I am moving on to the rest of the things that need to get done in the kitchen, which is like the major, huge job that I do once a month in here, which is wiping down all of the cabinets and countertops and appliances. I do spot clean. I do wipe down my appliances throughout the month here and there if they're getting really bad. But once a month, I get out a bucket of super hot water. And right now I have some purple Fabuloso in there and a microfiber rag. and I go ham. I have some gloves on to just protect my hands from that hot water, and I scrub every single inch of the countertops, the island, the cabinets, inside and out as much as I possibly can. I get everything, and I especially want you to pay attention to like above your stove and microwave. The grease and just food and steam and everything from cooking really, really likes to collect on your cabinets and wall above your stove. So that I always have to go over that section multiple times, even though I do stay on top of this and do it once a month. That section always gets pretty bad. I do cook a lot, so that's also kind of why. But it's good to just go over everything once a month. And this is definitely like the longest part of my deep clean, but it's always so worth it. I feel like my house just smells so much better when I do this, and the cabinets look so fresh and beautiful. Of course, I have white cabinets. They show literally everything, every speck of dust, every sticky fingerprint from my kids. They show everything. So I do try to spot clean, like I said, but it is nice to just take the time and get it all done in one go. It looks so good afterwards. And after having those bows on for Christmas, I do feel like my kitchen looks a little bit plain, and I'm kind of thinking maybe I need some decoration on these white cabinets. We'll see what I get into there, but it does feel good to have them perfectly wiped down and like all fresh. As far as the insides of my cabinets goes, I don't really wipe out the inside during the monthly deep clean, and that is because I wipe out the inside of my fridge and the inside of my cabinets before I go grocery shopping. We do one huge grocery haul once a month at Sam's Club, and then usually like once a week I'll do a smaller run to Walmart. And before all of those trips, anything that is like empty, like usually before the Sam's Club run, my pantry, like this big tall cabinet you see on the right is like our pantry cabinets. Those are usually like bare bones, like totally empty. And at that point I will vacuum them and wipe them out really well, as the fridge. And then on top of that, once a week, I automatically wipe out my fridge. As soon as I see things getting low, like milk and stuff that we have to buy here in town, like just really quick trips, I will wipe out my fridge with vinegar before I go get those groceries. So that is why I personally don't go in once a month and like pull every single thing out of my cabinets to wipe them down. They get done when they're already empty, so it just lessens the work for me of pulling everything out if I just do them when they're already basically empty, if that makes sense. Of course, I do save the inside of my sink for last because I know I'm gonna dump this dirty water down there. So I just dump that out and give my cleaning bucket a little rinse out. And then I'm going to scrub the ever living life out of my sink. I kind of do this on a need basis, like a case by case every day. Sometimes I just use some Dawn. Sometimes I just rinse it. Sometimes I, get out baking soda or Barkeeper's Friend, whatever. But at least once a month, I do the full get down. So I'm going to get out my Scrub Mommy. I'm going to spray I'm going to put some Barkeeper's Friend all over the sink. I'm going to put some baking soda down the drain pipe. And then I'm going to spray that with some Dawn Power Wash or just regular Dawn. And I will give that sink a very, very, very thorough scrub down with that Scrub Mommy, like the scrubber side of it, and really, really get it clean. And then for the last couple of days, 5 days since Christmas, when I was filming this, I had to peel some oranges for Christmas, and I decided to soak those orange peels, because I had a lot of them, in some vinegar for 5 days, and I put some cloves in there too, just to be festive. So now I have some citrus and clove infused vinegar that I'm going to be using to pour down the drain for the baking soda so it can all fizzle up and clean out the garbage disposal, and the orange rinds will also get in there and kind of loosen up any gunk and things that are on the blades in the garbage disposal and get everything really, really cleaned out. If you don't have the time to soak your orange peels, no worries. I would just put some lemon down your drain and grind that up in your garbage disposal and rinse down with plain vinegar, and you'll pretty much get the same effect. So I'm just going to scrub down the head of my sink as well, and that is something I usually forget to do, so I like to make sure I do that at least once a month so there's no hard water buildup on there. And then I'm going to rinse this down really, really well and rinse that vinegar down and run the garbage disposal as well. Course, it wouldn't be one of my cleaning videos if I didn't spray my sink down and absolutely douse it in half water, half vinegar after I scrub it out. So I'm going to spray down the entire inside and let that air dry, and then I spray the outside and give that a nice thorough wipe down. Make sure there's no soap splatter or hard water stains or any gunk or anything around the sink, and I'm going to wipe down like the handle part and my entire head of my sink and the spout. Everything gets a nice good wipe down and dusting during the once a month deep clean, and then we are moving on with that same half water, half vinegar to go over my stainless steel appliances and get those really shined up. My dishwasher definitely gets a lot of water drippings on the outside of it while I'm loading it, or when I have wet hands and I'm going to close it and stuff. So I'm going to give that a very, very good wipe down. And I also go over the front of my stove because I didn't do that earlier when I was doing the stovetop, and I did my fridge as well really quick. Last but certainly not least, since I put away the Christmas decor, I have to put out my spring decor back on this little tray. This is like the only springy stuff that I have for my kitchen. It's just this Texas mug, this cute little fake plant, and then I have two little bunny statues that are really cute. I'm still going to be doing like my fall scents and my winter scents from Miss Myers and things like that, and just any candles and air fresheners and stuff that I have, but starting in January, I just automatically put out my spring decor, and I just keep the scent in my house very fall because we're still like definitely in winter weather here in Wyoming. I just like to have the spring stuff out because it just brings a new like life and some greenery. And since I had those bows, I'm like seriously going back and forth on putting wreaths on my kitchen cabinets, like the same way that I had the bows, but I just don't know if that'll be too much. But you guys will have to let me know down below. But that is the kitchen. Fully deep cleaned. Christmas is done. I just have the snowflakes left and some spring decor out, and everything is deep cleaned, fresh, ready to go for the month. Thank you guys so much for watching and subscribing if you did. And if you're still cleaning along with me, I have an entire playlist right here on the screen and always linked down below, as well as my Instagram, my TikTok, and my other YouTube channel if you want to follow me everywhere. And I will see you guys in another video very soon. Bye.